Hi, this speech is about cervical cancer and the importance of being tested. Cervical cancer is caused by the human papillomavirus, which can spread by sexual contact. Because there are so many types of HPV, it is impossible to determine which ones will cause cervical cancer. The HPV virus shows no symptoms until it is too late and very hard to treat. The only way to know whether you have the virus is to be tested. Early detection and vaccines are the difference between life and death. A while back, I had a friend who was diagnosed with cancer. Although the oncologist, although the oncologist never found the cancer because it was so far advanced, all of the symptoms were there. It got to the point to where, because they couldn't find the cancer, my friend decided to take his wife to the hospital to see a neurologist who found the cancer in her throat. But by this time, it is too late. For the next day, she died. That's why I can't stress enough the importance of early detection. More people are diagnosed with HPV today than ever because of the low mortality rate, or people are living longer. Cervical cancer is a terrible disease, but the death rate can all but be eliminated simply by getting the vaccines and being tested. I read in an article by the CDC that HPV infection is common in people in their late teens and early 20s, and there are about 40 types that can affect the genital areas of men and women. Most HPV causes no symptoms and go away on their own. But some types can cause cervical cancer in women and some other less common types of cancer. But how can you know if you have the virus if you don't get tested? Every year, about 12,000 women are diagnosed with cervical cancer, and 4,000 of them die from this disease in the U.S. alone. About 1% of sexually active adults in the U.S. have visible genital warts, and at any point in time. I guess it is because they are too embarrassed to seek medical attention. Either way, this count will considerably decrease if more women are tested for the virus. I can't stress enough the fact that early detection and vaccines are the differences between life and death. There are a couple of vaccines to protect females against the types of HPV that cause cervical cancer. They are Gardasil and Cervix, and as of July 2012, it costs about $130 per dose. I found throughout my research that these vaccines should be given between the ages of 11 and 12, and that's recommended for both boys and girls, and this is because this is the time of their lives prior to sexual activity. Females who are sexually active may also benefit from the vaccines, but it will be affected a lot because she may already have one or more of the types of HPV that causes cervical cancer. Although these vaccines are commonly used and very effective, many women do not receive the vaccines, either because of lack of information or the parent chose not to give the vaccine. Either way, this could be a death sentence, so get tested. Because the virus is mainly spread by sexual contact, sexually active people should be tested, especially if they have more than one partner. First of all, you don't know if this partner has the disease or not, or the virus, or you don't know how sexually active they were prior to you. And even if you have only one sexual partner in a lifetime, you can still get HPV. So, because there are no symptoms, the only way to know for sure is to be tested. I know I've stressed the importance for women to be tested, but it's equally as important for men also. HPV causes different types of problems in men, like anal cancer, genital warts, and vulvar cancer. But these can also be greatly decreased by early detection. All HPV viruses do not cause cervical cancer, but because there are so many types of HPV, it is impossible to determine which ones will actually give you cervical cancer. HPV is spread by sexual contact and carries with it no symptoms. By the time you realize there is a problem, it is too late and very hard to treat, and with the end result being death. Vaccines can help prevent HPV prior to becoming sexually active. After the person becomes sexually active, the vaccine's power of prevention is decreased. No sex is the best way to prevent the virus, but pap smears and other tests are the best way to save lives. They can let you know if there are any cell activities that are running away. Don't let one good night stand cost you your life down the road. Know your health. Get tested. It can be the difference between life and death. Thank you.